Hi, I'm here outside the Café de Paris in Monte Carlo at the 55th Rendezvous, and to be quite honest, we're 2 days in, but there's some clear, there are some clear debates emerging. To be quite honest, I think what's shocked most people has been the vehemence of the broking fraternity on behalf of their clients to turn around and say they will not countenance any non-cat exposed price rises in the 1/1 renewals. I think everybody appreciates this. This is the time for the sort of broking marketing spiel. But what has been quite surprising is the lack of vehemence in any opposing views coming from the underwriters. They almost seem as resigned to the fact that this is going to be a pretty flat renewal, despite obviously the estimated £70 billion worth of losses we had in the first half of the year. It's been quite interesting. We at Reinsurance magazine held our annual round table today, and included in the participants was the Swiss Re's chief economist Thomas Hess. And to be quite honest, I think it's fair to say that most of the reinsurers are saying prices need to rise, but they've got no real confidence that they're actually going to get the price rises they need across the board. I think the brokers have been managing the expectations of their clients with the cat exposed business. But what we did find out from the main takeaways we got from the round table is that the market still has an abundance of capacity. I think there is still a concern that if we get a big hit, a big hit that might turn the market. I think one of the rating agencies put that figure at 75 billion. I know Willis Re's Martin Sullivan put that figure at about 50 billion this morning at a breakfast briefing. I think it's fair to say that rising inflation, rising inflation, and obviously the sovereign debt crisis across some of Europe are more of a concern, it seems, to the underwriting fraternity than the machinations of the brokers who are turning around and saying you will not get any price rises from your cedants if they haven't been hit by the recent catastrophes. I do think, though, I think currently, if this was the boxing match, I think the brokers would have had a very quick knockout, because to be quite honest, we've not seen much in terms of a defence from the reinsurers. Very interesting visitor to Monte Carlo this year is Gerry Brownlee, who is the New Zealand earthquake minister. He's here on a hearts and minds expedition with the reinsurance market to explain to them what the government are trying to do to de-risk the Canterbury and the surrounding area after two obviously quite devastating earthquakes in the space of 6 months earlier on in the year. Mr. Brownlee has been working hard. He's been pressing the flesh, and I know he's been meeting with some of the senior chiefs. And his message is there's a lot of disinformation out there about the risks that earthquakes pose to that area of New Zealand. And I think, to be quite honest, he's had a pretty positive trip. I think the feedback I got from him today was that people have actually listened, and that there may well be still a reinsurance appetite for earthquake risks over there. I certainly know Mike O'Halloran, joint CEO of Aon Benfield, said that they're not worried too much about trying to place earthquake risk in New Zealand.